Shortly after the disaster in Chernobyl, a group of American rescuers, Alex, Michael, Emily, and Mark, only first names were recorded, ventured into Chernobyl to find survivors. A journal from one of the rescuers, Mark, was found at the site 2 weeks later in a pile of rubble by Russian government officials. The journal remained hidden for 18 years before its information was leaked out into the public on a website called ispythetruth.com by a former government worker. Within 20 minutes, the website was taken down and the former government worker was sent to life in prison. However, within those 20 minutes, a handful of users had saved those documents. These are the entries of that journal. May 1st, 1986. I'm heading out to Chernobyl with a few people to check out the damage and hopefully find survivors, if there are any. This is pretty exciting since I usually don't get to do that much normally. So until tomorrow, it's time for me to sleep. May 2nd, 1986. Well, it's 8 a.m. and most of my crew is already here at the helicopter that will take us to Chernobyl. It's 8:10 and now all of my crew is here and we're in the air. In 4 hours, we'll be inside Chernobyl and ready to investigate. I'm already nervous since I did hear the radiation levels in the area were pretty bad, but we'll be wearing radiation suits, so whatever. May 2nd, 1986. Well, it's 12:37 right now. We've landed. We did experience some turbulence 20 minutes ago, which caused us to arrive late. Not exactly sure in what specific area we are, but I could pretty plainly see that it was hit hard by the blast. There are crumbling buildings everywhere. Visibly isn't all that great either, probably from all the dust and rubble spewed up into the air. Well, anyway, I guess it's time to go search. May 2nd, 1986. Well, after a full day of searching, we could not find any survivors. All we could find was mountains of rubble and abandoned possessions. What was really creepy was that there were children's toys everywhere. I looked, but no children. We could not find any bodies, not even one. It's almost like everyone in here just vanished. Well, I guess we can search more tomorrow, but I doubt we will find anything. But who knows? We haven't even looked through the whole area yet. May 3rd, 1986. Yesterday around midnight, I woke up to the sound of chewing. It was strange because everyone was sleeping. The chewing sounded very fast and loud. The sound was even coming from right outside the camp. This made me feel good that we were issued weapons. Even though we weren't given a reason, I now see why. Wild animals. When I went outside, the sound stopped, but I had a strange feeling I was being watched. So I looked around for 5 minutes, trying to find what was making the noise. When I couldn't find anything, I came back inside. That's when the chewing started again. May 3rd, 1986. After an entire morning of searching, we could still not find anything. We had searched the entire area. There was not a single soul to be found. We had decided it was time to leave, so now I have to pack up all my things we had set up while my team searches around a bit more before we leave. May 3rd, 1986. Around 2 p.m. I was done packing and we were getting ready to leave when I noticed one of our teammates, Alex, had not come back yet. Now we had to postpone our departure and look for him. The search just keeps getting better and better. It's currently 7 p.m. and we still can't find him. I'm trying to use the helicopter radio to call for help, but I'm not getting any answer back. May 5th, 1986. It's 3 in the morning and I can't sleep. Make the chewing stop. After 4 days. May 7th, 1986. After 4 days of consecutively searching, we finally found him. We found him dismembered, limb from limb, inside a closet in a building. fairly close to our campsite. I was surprised we didn't find him earlier, but I guess we didn't check all the rooms in every building. His radiation suit was cut and pretty much destroyed. The only reason I recognized him was because of his head. Although cut off from his body, it was left unscathed. As soon as we saw his dismembered body in that closet, my entire team vomited. I stood there motionless, frozen, not by shock of seeing Alex ripped up on the floor, but knowing that whoever or whatever did this was still among us. May 7th, 1986. No one will respond to the answer. No one will respond to the answer of the radio. Alex was our pilot. Now we can't get out of this godforsaken wasteland, even if, though I did have a limited knowledge of flying a helicopter. I don't trust myself enough to get my team out safely. May 8th, 1986. Another night of the goddamn shooting. I don't know how much longer I can take it. May 9th, 1986. Still, no one is answering the radio. We're running low on food. We have plenty of water, though. If it's not radiated yet, Michael suggests to leave this place and try to find somewhere where we can get some help. I know, though, that we cannot do that, as we are not even supposed to be here, since this mission is top secret, after all. Or at least, that's what I was told. May 10th, 1986. I saw something. Whatever it wasn't human. Looking into the distance, I saw it move very quickly, across my line of sight. It's definitely not human. I don't think it's an animal either. It has the body of a human with the characteristics of a cheetah. It ran so goddamn fast. It was so big too. It was at least 10 feet tall. I'm so scared. I can't go out there anymore. May 13th, 1986. Another 3 days of pure hell. The chewing I hear during the night is keeping me awake. Food is running dangerously low, and I'm pretty sure the water is radiated. I can tell that Michael is suffering from radiation poisoning. He won't stop vomiting. Good thing that I didn't drink the water, as I was already suspicious of it. I bought 2 bottles of water just in case, but I feel bad about not sharing. May 14th, 1986. I think Emily is starting to hallucinate. She keeps talking to herself and reaching for things that aren't there. Michael looks like he's buffed up, which is weird since I thought radiation poisoning would take away muscle. May 14th, 1986. I looked outside again and saw not 1 but 2 of those things. No, 3. Just standing there. They were at least 30 feet away. I thought they were going to start running at me and rip me limb for limb just like they did Alex. I was surprised when they just walked off. That's when I noticed they had no eyes. May 15th, 1986. Emily has officially gone crazy today. She ran outside without a suit, screaming help. Again and again and again. She had not gone more than 100 feet before she was literally snatched by one of those creatures. It happened in a second and she was gone. I don't know what I'm gonna do. One thing I discovered, though, was that the creatures only relied on sound. May 16th, 1986. Well, after another sleepless night because of the chewing sound, I'm just about ready to do whatever it takes to get out of here. Michael went into a coma this morning. He looks very different now, almost like the creatures. May 17th, 1986. Michael died today. I shot him. He just got up and looked completely different. When he heard me say Michael, he lunged at me quickly. I already had my gun ready and I shot him. The sound attracted many of the creatures. There are tens of hundreds of these things outside right now. I'm getting out of here tomorrow. At least I hope so. Officially, Mark said, Officially, Mark was said to die because of radiation poisoning. Officially, he was never found. Officially, Michael and the rest of the crew were also to have died by radiation poisoning. Officially, their bodies were never found. Also, leaked by a former government worker, was this text. Mark's body was found. He did not die of radiation poisoning. He died of a brave act. He did make it to the helicopter, made sure that none of the mutants got to the rest of the civilization. This is his last journal entry. May 18th, 1986. There are a lot of creatures down here. This helicopter is pretty damn big too. What do I have to lose? If anyone finds this, I'll tell my family I love them. And tell the world these eyeless mutant bastards.